Good evening from Vietnam. Good morning to you, Katia. Thank you very much for spending your morning to join our program and share your amazing journey to our audience around the world. And on behalf of the listeners, we want to say thank you.
Thank you to you too. I'm glad to be here with you, sharing my experience from Peru.
Katia, yeah. Um, like I said earlier with you that we didn't know when we first started the program 4.5 years ago. Never we thought that we're going to be able to to take the program this far. Okay, never we in our opinion that we were able to reach to that many countries, and now we've been reaching to 100 countries already, and you were the first person joining from Peru, so thank you so much for helping us to get another country onto our project and having another new friend in a beautiful country like Peru. Okay.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
Yay! And I want to say congratulations also for all the preparations and everything. Now you're about to move to Spain for your further education.
Yeah.
And I've been study abroad. I know how exciting, how worried at the same time, but you know that's definitely will bring a lot of benefit for you, Katie, in the future. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the learning, enjoy the new friends, enjoy the new education, enjoy life. Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Yeah.
Yes, and for our audience, they want to know about you. They want to know who you are. They want to know what you do. So, would you please share with us who you are and the work you do for our audience, please?
Sure, sure. Okay, let me, well, I'm an external communications expert. Currently, I work as a digital strategy and communication specialist at the SOS Children's Village, one of the world's largest NGO organizations, working to protect the rights of children and young people, focused on supporting children without parental care and families at risk. Um, I have more than 10 years of experience in the communications work, especially on corporate communications. And in my whole experience, I learned a lot. I mean, I have a lot of um, knowledge, not only a professional knowledge, but also I learned a lot of people relationships, about leadership, about patience, about everything. So I think I feel blessed that I have the opportunity to work for an NGO, because this helped me a lot to understand many things, because it's not the same work for a commercial purpose that work for a social purpose. You know,
Um,
I feel glad to have that opportunity. And also as a communicate, especially I work, how can I say, I work also as a digital content creator. So I develop communications campaigns on social platforms, on social media, and I have a lot of experience making social media ads. So yeah.
you teach me then, okay? Okay. So if in your study in Spain, so what is that you are going to study on?
I'm going to study um, artificial intelligence in communications and media.
So it's still in the space of communication, media. Now you study about AI into the space of communication, right?
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah, yeah.
right. We are going to understand why you love it. So we are going to travel time. How does time travel sound to you? You like it?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
I'm gonna travel time with you. So we're gonna go to the past to understand
Okay,
why you love communication. All right. So are you
okay.
ready?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I will lead the way. When I grow up, Katia, we grow in a very poor community. Right? So one night we have electricity, so we have light at home like this. Okay, and then the next night we didn't have electricity, so it's dark. So
Okay.
my entertainment at young age was to see the moon. All right, when we see the moon, it's beautiful. I wanted to become an astronaut. Okay, I wanted to go
Mhm.
become an astronaut to travel to the moon so bad. But life did not give me the opportunity to be an astronaut. Okay, it takes me to a different direction. So for you, when you were little, what was your dream about the future things that Katia is going to do, to be? Tell us.
You know, when I was a child, I wanted to be a doctor, actually. But then everything changed when I was about to finish school. I realized that I mean, medicine was not for me, and but by that time I was learning English. So I think English has helped me a lot because it's like um, opened the world to me because I learned not only I mean the language, but I also learned about a new culture. So I decided to study communications because I remember that one day a teacher at school told us, my friends and I, that I mean, journalists and communications are the professionals that need to know about everything, and they need to I mean, they need to know about many things, and they need to interact with people about many social topics and everything, and also they have to travel, they have to interact with people all over the world. So I heard about that, and I said, okay, I will study something about in communications area because I love uh, new cultures. I love meeting new people. So that's why I study communication. Yeah.
Got it, got it, got it. Before we go to communication, bring you back into wanting to become a doctor. All right. So, if you became a doctor, what kind of doctor that little Katie think that she will become? A regular
Uh,
doctor, a surgeon, or what kind of doctor?
I think I wanted to be a surgeon, doctor.
Surgeon.
Yeah, plastic surgeon, doctor. I thought. I think. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
was there anybody in the family or in the community, anybody that you know back then, influence you or be a role model for Katie at young age who want to become a doctor?
Um. Yeah, but also because I mean, not a specific person, but I mean, here in my country, as I told you, I mean, health has many barriers. I mean, it has a lot of issues. Some people still don't have access to health.
Mm.
So I think I wanted to study medicine because I wanted to help people. I imagine myself working in a community in, or in an indigenous community, in a small health place, helping others, helping children. Yeah, I imagine myself in that context. That's why I wanted to study medicine. However, then I changed my mind. No, and I don't regret. I love my career because, as I told you, I can interact with people all over the world. I mean, in my current job, I work with many colleagues all over the world because it's a global NGO. So yeah. Um, and I think that that is that makes me like a power, to know more than more issues, not only the issues from my country, but I can see that we all are in a world that have many things to get through,
Get better.
to get better. Yeah.
See, I think that there is a connection from what you dream from the past to what you're doing here today. It's just a different profession. Here is a doctor, here is a
Yeah.
communication, but underneath of that was a desire to help people, right? So in the doctor, your desire was to help people who need to have better care for health, better access to health care. In communication, and what you do at the moment for the NGO, you help children and the people with underprivileged, right? So you're also doing the same thing. It's just a different way of that. The core is the same. And I'm happy for you because you do something that meaningful to yourself and meaningful to your soul. So that will be make you a happy person. All right. And so why I ask for that is what, if you look at your family, if you look at how you grew, how you were raised, or is it in your nature, which means that you were born, you have that kind of caring for other people, loving other people, and or in the family, there's a culture like that.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
The question is this: um, with you caring for people like this, right? Was that you born that way, or was that you were raised that way?
I think I was raised that way.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, at home, my parents, they are lawyers. So
Uh-huh.
they also, they help people with their problems, legal problems, but still help people. And also, I think that what inspired me was my brother. He has autism, and he has, I mean, many challenges, here in Peru, and as in other countries here in Latin America. I mean, they don't have a lot of opportunities to people with autism. But he's great. I mean, he's the best brother ever. I always tell him that, yes, because he's always trying to learn something new. You can say, oh, you can do it this, because he said, no, I can do it, and he try his best until he accomplished um, what he want. So I think he inspired me a lot. Yeah.
Alrighty. So for communication, you work for communication for for a while already, many years, right? What do you like about that work as an external communicator for a company?
Um, what I like the most is that you have to create a strategic to face, for example, press media, or you have to create a strategy to 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 reach more people with your brand. So I before that I thought that okay, it was just a social post. I mean, with no many work, but uh, once I start to work in this communicate corporate world, I learned that there are too much work behind these communication pieces. No, you have to. It's not about. It's not only. I mean, the technical background, but also it's about creativity. It's also about think in the audience. So there are a big work behind every single piece of communication we are exposed to. I mean, and not only on on social networks. I mean, in on TV, on radio, on internet. Every time we read an article, or we watch a video, a short video, a reel, it can be short. Maybe we now we are exposed to a short videos on internet, and we think, I mean, it lasts just 1 minute, but to develop that piece of communication, you spend more hours than that. You have to create an idea, make um, all the structure, and I learned that. I learned about I learned about all the work behind that communication pieces. So I that's what I like the most. Yeah, and that many professionals, it's a teamwork. You need I mean, a creator. You need a copywriter. You need audiovisual, and I think that teamwork is what I like the most. Yeah.
For when you finish your high school and go into university, right? You decided not to go for medicine anymore. No more. You go to communication. So you ask somebody for advice. What major would you want to go to? Should you want to go to, right? And they advise you to go to communication or journalism, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say communication and journalism, where you have to read a lot, you have to know a lot, you have to travel a lot, you're going to meet a lot more people. So
Yeah.
compared to that advice to what you've been doing, are they the same or are they different?
Uh, are not totally different. I think both have like how can I say? I mean, I think that what they told me was just a little bit of of the big word I learned, because communications word are, as I told you, it's a big word, because you can dedicate to to digital platforms. You can make press media, or you can make corporate communications. It's a big word, but I think that they, I mean, when they told me that I I will able to interact, to know about many topics. They were they were right, you know. They were right, because I learned a lot. Yeah.
So if somebody want to become a good communicator, successful in that profession, and they want to learn today so that they will be able to be successful in the next couple of years or so, Katia, what do you think that they need to learn and be good at so that they can be successful in Peru market?
Okay. What I can say is that, of course, learn about, I mean, the know or have a technical background, but also it's very important that as a communicator, you develop empathy, because you will communicate to many different audience. You know, for example, in my current job, we have to interact sometimes with vulnerable people, so you have to be aware of their rights, of their dignity. I mean, in every single piece you create, you develop, in every strategy you develop, you don't have to lose that. No, you have you need empathy to share their success story, their experience, but with empathy and respect, because I think that is something sometimes, well, in press or in media, we think that some communicators forget about that. And I think it's very important to think in the other person, that it's not only your, I mean, how can I say this? It's not only your, like your, it's not a client, you know, you are talking about people, human beings. So you need to respect them, and to show their story with respect. Yeah.
So, so if people want to build up that empathy level, like you say, and they want to hear some advice directly from you, you've been in that industry for so long, you've been doing that, you've been learning and and see how you can grow empathy for you so that you can apply to work, to your to life, right? So what did you do, and what advice you can give to people so that they can build up, Katia?
um I think that empathy starts with your small circle. I mean, in every single relationship you have, you need to develop that empathy. I mean, with friends, with your family, and also in your, you have to translate that in your work. No, I can recommend that. First of all, read a lot about different contexts, different perspectives, different cultures. I think that it's very useful when you have like different overview, when you debate with other people in a respectful way. I mean, you can share. You have to know that in this world, you have different opinions, different ways uh, of thoughts, but you have to learn that you have to respect others, and um, you have to communicate with respect in every time, in every single way, not only because you are a communicator, but because you are a person, and you have to have that empathy, you know. um yeah, that's what I can say.
So where did you learn that? In your life, or you learned that experience through work?
I can say that in both. I mean, in my daily life with family, since I was a child, I learned about the respect. You know, I learned to respect others' opinion. I learned to respect others' context. You know, especially here in Peru, where there are many social conflicts, there are many social barriers. So I think that um, gave me that empathy, you know. And also in my work, you know, where I learned to communicate by respecting others. Every time we share a successful story of a participant, we had that on focus. No, you need to respect their rights. You need to respect their dignity. You have to show their resilience.
Mm.
I mean, we uh, yeah, we don't have to victimize the person, no,
Mm.
but show their resilience, how they success in life, even though they have many barriers or they have problems, as everyone have. But I think that helped me a lot.
I got it. And regarding to your next study is about AI in communication and events and media, right? I think AI has entering into our life in all angles, at life, at work, and of course they has a lot of benefits. Of course they have a lot of things stress to the people in terms of job securities and stuff also. So from your angle, from your perspective, where do you see AI in the space of communication?
I think AI. Many people are afraid of AI, but I don't think we have to be afraid, because I think if you know the right tools, or the right way to use, you can use it for a positive purpose. Also, I don't think we are going to, because many people think that, oh, I'm going to lose my job, or they are going to replace me in job because of AI. I don't think so. I think that need to we need to learn how to use AI to our work, to make it more efficient,
Mm.
to be more productive. I mean, um, but as you said, no, it has as everything, there are benefits, and maybe there are some things that are not so good. But I think that if we learn how to use it for our work in a positive way, we we can take advantage of it for our works, and also for our daily life. You know,
Mm.
many people are using AI I don't know, to make a routine, to 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 yeah, you can use it for many purposes, but I think you have to learn about, you have to give AI an opportunity. Don't be afraid of AI. um, you need to learn about all the benefits they can give you. Yeah, that's
That,
why I'm studying this master.
thank you. Thank you. Uh, if we a lot of people resist new idea, like AI is a new idea, it's just a new tools and stuff like that because of their change ability is not strong, or they don't have they don't have that muscle to help them to cope much with change, so they're afraid, they fear, right? So for Katia, how how are you with change?
um at the beginning, to be honest, at the beginning, I had that, I feel I had that, I feel that resistant to, because it was like a change, no. For example, my boss told my friends and I, okay, you need to start using AI, because you will um, you will save time in many of the activities you develop. And I remember that at the beginning I had that resistance, no, to these tools. But then when I start to using AI, I found that it was very useful. It's very useful, I mean. So I can tell that you don't have to be afraid of the change of new things. I think that it's natural. It's natural to be afraid to the changes, maybe. Yeah, but once you use AI, you realize that it's very useful for your work, and it helps you a lot. You can save a lot of time. Yeah, especially in communications. I can tell you that you can save a lot of time. But it's not about that AA makes all the work, because I think it's very necessary, a human being to review everything, I mean, because it's not that AI is gonna make all your work. You need to provide a good prompt. You need to provide I mean, I mean, AI needs human being. It's not that it's gonna work by itself, Human being is still, we are necessary, but we need to learn how to use it, how to take advantage of it. Yeah.
I have that question because my wife and I, we are the founder of a platform called helloNEWNESS. So
Okay.
helloNEWNESS is where we want people to welcome new things in life. And when you do new things in life for a long time, you meet new people, you do new things. So meeting the new people to you no longer something that you have to be fearful for, right? So you're not afraid anymore. And and when you do new things for a long time, you build the muscle for change. Because now anything change comes, then you be leading that new things every day in your life already. And like you say, when you start using AI, you just realize that, oh, this new tool is good, is good to use, right? So that is the power of newness, because you let new idea to have its room for starting, all right? And we want to promote that. So to you, when you think of newness in life, what does it mean to you?
I think newness is about to to keep in mind that we need to that we can learn something new every day. I mean, we or you don't have to think that, oh, okay, I know everything and everything it's okay like this. No, because you can learn new ways to do things. You can learn from people you know. You have to be able to take that knowledge. You have to be able to receive that knowledge, because if you have that resist to the change, I mean, you won't grow. I mean, and not only in a personal way, but in a professional, you in a professional way. I think it's very important to keep in mind that we as a human beings can learn from each other every day. We can learn, and also it's not. I mean, there are no excuses, because on internet you can learn from others. Now, for example, I think I'm learning from you. And from this new experience, from this initiative, I think we can learn every time, in every moment, but we have to to how can I say, to quit that resist. You have to be able to, you need to open your mind
Let go.
to let go. Yeah, you have to take it easy. Because sometimes people think, okay, I know everything, or I have I am, I mean, how can I say this? They think, they know everything. They have the truth of everything. But I think we need to change a little bit our minds. I think it's natural to have that resist at the beginning, but then you you will experience that it's good for you, and you will learn about everything if you quit that thought. Yeah.
You mentioned one word that I love to hear, and the word is I think. Okay, my wife and I, we believe that the thinking is the beginning of everything. So beginning of the good things, it could be the beginning of the bad things, the worst thing, the great things. So if we think well, we think right, then we can make better decision, and that
Yeah.
better decision will lead to better outcome, I hope, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of good outcomes will take you to a good life. That's simple like that, right? And there's so many things that stop us from think well today, and because of that, we love to bring back the ability to think for as many people as possible. So that has been one of the goal for us to go for conversation like this. Okay, because in conversation like this, we will be able to ask experts out there in many countries doing many great things, how they think, how they practice their thinking, so that we can share back to whoever listened to this conversation, right? So, Katia, how have you been growing your ability to think?
um I think that it's very personal, because it's not something that okay, I tell you, you have to change your mind or you have to develop your thinking. No, I think it happens when everything has a right time, you know, and um, you have to be very how can I say? You
Process.
have to be conscious or be aware of what you why is good for you. But because if you don't notice, I mean the benefit of thinking like that, you won't do it. No, even though someone come and tells you, okay, change your mind or think in a different way. No, I think it's very personal, and I think that every people have a right time. No, for example, in my case, it happens. It doesn't happen, or it didn't happen from one day to another. No, I think I had a process. Um, Many people. Uh, I mean, all the experiences I have with many people, with my family, or my experience in my job, my current job, has um, how can I say, I mean, allow me to develop that thinking, you know.
Mm.
But it's a process, and I think that it's it's not in a time for every single person. I mean, every single person have a right time, you know, because it's a process. It's not one from one day to another. It's a process, and it's about to to be aware of what is happening around you, around the world, about everything. Yes, but it's a process. Yeah.
So, in what environment will you be best for thinking?
Sorry.
So, in which environment would it be wonderful for you to think and come up with ideas and stuff like that? I'll give you an example. For me,
Okay.
when I drive a car for a very long time, so my wife and I, we can sit in the car, we're gonna drive for 10 hours straight. And then in that 10 hours, we will talk, we will experience, we will share, and we will think together. That is the best environment for us to do the thinking. We want, like you say, everybody will have a different way, different experience of growing thinking. So for Katia, what is that to you?
Okay. I don't think there's like a right environment.
Hmm.
I think that it can be in any moment. No, as you said, you find a moment while you were driving with your wife. But for example, for me, I have different moments to share this thinking with other people. I mean, it could be in a lunchtime. I mean, while you are traveling, or when you are just calling your friends, or when you get home, and you have a hard day, and you find your mother or your sister, and you tell them about your day, and they give you a piece of advice. I think it there are not a specific right environment or a right moment. You need to to realize that it could be in any moment. I mean, you can take a coffee with a friend, and if you need to talk about something that worry. Um, but I think that some people think that they have to wait for a special moment to talk about this topic, so to share about these thinkings. But I don't think so. I think that we make that special moments. We can share our opinions. We can share our thinking. So yeah.
I have one last question for you. All right.
Okay.
And uh, if I bring you to, I'm thinking of what I'm gonna bring you to. So I'm gonna bring you to Spain.
Okay.
So now we travel to the future, right? And you meet yourself in Spain a year from now. Okay. And that Katia a year from now will tell Katia today something, something that Katia today needs to know, or whatever that future one that want to talk to the person now. What is that you two we talk to each other?
That's an interesting question. Well, first, I would tell um, Katia, you don't need to be afraid, because you you will accomplish everything you want, even though you you were afraid, because it's I mean, moving to another country, it's a big challenge. I mean, in every single way. I mean, not only in a personal way, but also in a professional way. It's a big change, but you will see that you accomplish every single thing you you wanted to do. And also I would say that everything, I mean, as you think at the beginning, everything it's going to be okay, and everything when okay. I mean, everything was okay, and you don't have to worry about that change, because you will find the way to resist to the change. You will find new friends, new people, new connections that help you to to have a great experience in Spain. No, but especially that, don't be afraid, Katia, because everything is going to be okay, and you will see that in the future.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And everything will be okay. And I wish
Definitely.
you, Katia, is to have a pleasant trip there, to enjoy it, to make the best of it, because life is beautiful, because you are beautiful. You have a beautiful mind, beautiful heart, and you will be totally okay, right? Just enjoy it, enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
very, very much. Yes. What did you say?
uh I was wondering how I can pronounce your name. Sorry.
Okay, so every time you go to Spain or any day moving from this day forward, every time you smile, you laugh, you call out my name. My name is Ha, like you laughing ha ha ha. Okay,
Ah,
so every
okay,
time that you laughing ha ha ha, you will remember my name. Okay, remember this conversation.
that's a good
Okay.
reminder. Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
whenever in the future that you smile, just remember that there's a guy that tell you you okay. Smile more, smile often. Life is good. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, thank you. Have a lovely day there and enjoy the trip. Have a safe trip. And when you get to Spain, when everything's settled, text me. So we will be celebrating with you. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a great experience, and I'll do it. I'll text you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.